I wonder how you felt personally because I know from the fans' perspective, like the diehard Nats fans are as excited as ever, but some of us are like, all right, the Nats have done this now. Now we're ready for more. I wonder if personally, if you still get the same pleasure that you did, say, the
I
first
do.
time.
I do. Every time I've ever won a division, anytime you can celebrate a milestone, it's something. I wanted all our baseball operations people to be involved in it because they've put in so many hours and they're such a big part of what we do here. I wanted everybody in the clubhouse. I told the guys, you get wet, make sure some stuff on people, and we every time we get excited. I've done this a few times, and it never gets old. Believe me, it's a fun. It culminates in a lot of hard work starting back in the winter through spring training, through a grind of the regular season, and we're really, really excited about it, really happy about it. We are not satisfied with it, and we want to win the World Series. That's what we're trying to do here.
Mike, is this one even sweeter because of all the injuries, all the shuffle in the lineup throughout the season? You mentioned the grind of the regular season. It has to be a little bit sweeter for you because of all the moves that you had to make, not only before the season, but in season to get to this point.
There's no question. It's a good observation. We certainly relied heavily on our scouting department, our player development guys who kept filtering guy after guy, player after player to the big league club. And really, every guy came up there was ready to play, was prepared, was major league ready, and it really contributed in a great way. When you looked at, I know I spoke to a couple of you guys a couple of weeks when we some lineups out there where you were scratching your head saying, okay, who's going to drive in the run? Who can we count on to get this thing done when we're in the midst of things that we had to, there was nothing settled. There was, we were battling our butts off to stay in first place. And I couldn't be more proud of this organization for the way they've contributed this year. It really is a full team, a full franchise, a full organizational win this year. And hopefully that's one celebration of four, and we can do some big things this year.
It was next man up for you guys. That's what it came down to. And those guys, like you said, they were ready. I mean, whether it was Goodwin or Defoe, those guys came up and they battled and they were ready. They proved that they can play at that level.
There's no question. These players are acquired by our scouts. Something that's special. Our player development gets them prepared to play the Nationals way in the big leagues. And when they get there, Chris Spire and Dusty and Rick Shue, they're relying on these guys to know what they're supposed to do when they get there, know their role in the club, know how to run the bases the way we want them to throw to fill up the strike zone like we want them to, get guys out. And I've told you guys before, this isn't a try hard league. This is a win now league, and these guys came up and in really trying circumstances did a great job of contributing to a club that's on pace to win a lot of games. And you can say anything you want about it's only a division. It's only a division. 4 out of 6 is something to really step back and be proud of. Being a Nationals fan, because it doesn't happen.
No,
nope. You look at it, and it doesn't happen very much at all. You look at the big leagues. There's only 3 teams in all of baseball that have played 500 or better for the last 6 years, and we've won 4 titles out of 6. So
wow. No, it's incredible.
It's a remarkable run we've been on, and I'm proud of these guys. And there's nobody satisfied just winning the division. We want to win the World Series. We get that, and we think that we're as good as anybody in baseball, and we can win the World Series.
Yeah, and you should be as proud as anybody because you've been a huge part of it. I've become convinced that if you're not the best GM in baseball, you're right there. This is not – it's kind of – I think it's an easy question. I think you can answer this. You made quite a few moves this year. They needed moves. If there was one move that you, and not just you, but you and your staff made that was most critical to being where you are today, can you pinpoint the one most critical move you guys made?
I think it's pretty, in my mind, it's pretty clear that what the one move that we made. I think the best move that we employed to get the best deal we could was when we went to Oakland and got two relievers when people thought we were going after one. And I thought that set us up for the other two trade moves that we did, and I think that that was the trade for to get Madsen and Doolittle in the same trade about 3 weeks before the deadline was, I think, crucial to putting in play the rest of the trade deadline strategy and scenarios.
The postseason is going to be unbelievable, Mike. I want to ask you, sticking with these streaks, what's more difficult to comprehend? What the Dodgers did in their losing streak after the start that they got out to, losing 16 of 17, or what the Indians have done, winning 20 in a row, and they got a legitimate.
No question.
Yeah. No
question. The Indians thing is just ridiculous. It's crazy. In my career, in my 35th year in baseball, I've had an 11-game winning streak one time, and you think you're on cloud nine because you're, in game 6 or 7, you're finding ways to win that you never thought possible, and every bounce is going your way, every big hit that you have to get, you're getting, and your pitcher is shutting people down. The Indians' run is incredible. It's I've never seen anything like it.